What's up, everybody? My name is Zlatko. I'm here with Andreas Krassas, Judis from Cyprus. Andreas, can you present a little bit yourself for followers?
Yeah, for sure. So first of all, thank you for having me, Zlatko. I appreciate it. So my name is Andreas Krassas. I'm a Cypriot judoka from Cyprus. I compete all around the world in judo. Right now, I'm in the U.S. in Boston, Massachusetts. I'm here. I'm studying and I'm also training. So yeah, recently I kind of transitioned from judo into striking. I'm doing a lot of Muay Thai right now.
Mm.
So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, you're one of the most successful judis from Cyprus. How big is judo in your home country?
Judo is really underdeveloped in Cyprus. Really small. That's the reason why I had to move away. I was forced to move away from my home country. I was training all around Europe, all around the world. I was like traveling around to find lots of different sparring partners because we don't have a big team in Cyprus. Actually, I also moved to Israel for 2 years, and I was training full time with the national team of Israel just because I didn't have enough partners back home. And so this is actually one of the biggest problems that small countries like Cyprus is facing in martial arts.
Mm.
There's no funding, not enough money, no big teams, no big sparring partners. So, and we're also an island, so we're in the middle of the sea, and we have to fly everywhere. Whereas like some countries in Central Europe, they just take the car and they just go to neighboring countries. So we need to spend a lot more money flying everywhere to train and to compete. So it's a big problem right now.
Um, but when you was living in your home country, what did motivate you to fight and train? You told me that judo is not big in your home country, but what did
Right.
motivate you to go all the way and success?
Yeah. So I started training when I was 5 years old. I started very young. I don't know. It was a little bit of an instinct, I think. From a young age, I was always interested in martial arts. I was a kid, and I would watch like the shows on TV, and I would like jump off the couches in my house and do all this kind of stuff. Also, I had some cousins who were older than me, and they were already training in judo, and I was a kid, and I heard about that, so I was always asking my parents, take me to judo, take me to that specific school that my cousins were training at. I remember I was like 3 years old, and the school wouldn't take kids under 5. So every day for 2 years, I would like ask my mom, please take me there, please take me to train.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was an instinct. I just wanted to train, and the first training I did, I fell in love with judo. So the rest was history.
Yeah. You told me that you are training on your striking. I saw on
Yeah,
Instagram that you have a Thai boxing fight. You won that fight. Do you have
yeah,
maybe
I had my first.
Yeah, do you have maybe plans to start to fight in MMA?
Yeah, so actually, I'm very comfortable with grappling. Yeah, I'm very comfortable with
Yeah.
judo. I have good, I would say, high level grappling, and so I see a lot of fighters. They step into MMA just because it's really big and it's growing right now.
Mm.
They just step into it without really going in depth in the other martial arts. They have one style and they just kind of step in and like fight their way through it.
Mm.
When I step into MMA, I want to be as complete as I can. So that is why I'm taking striking right now very seriously, and I want to take it to a level where I'm almost as comfortable as I am with judo before I step into MMA. So MMA is definitely a plan down the line. I'm hoping next year maybe I will get my first fight in for MMA.
Mm.
But until then, I think I'm gonna devote all of this year for sure into doing more Muay Thai fights. I was actually supposed to fight today in a promotion here in Boston for my second Muay Thai fight, and my opponent pulled out in the last minute, so they couldn't find anybody else. And so I have two fights. I have two fights scheduled for June, and we'll see what happens after that.
But when do you think that you're gonna do your first MMA fight? And
My,
do you plan to have like amateur MMA career and then go to pro, or just turn pro directly?
no, so I'm taking it. As I said before, I want to be comfortable. So
So,
MMA is a different sport. You know, you might train striking, you might train judo, jiu-jitsu, whatever, but everything is different. And mixing it all up is different.
mm,
So definitely I want to step into the amateur scene here, get a few fights in, and then move into pro maybe. Um, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'm confident I'm gonna do good. So let's see how the Muay Thai fights go. Let's see how the amateur MMA goes, and pro is down the line. We'll see what happens.
mm. But what's your goal with MMA career? Where do you see yourself in like 10 years, 5 years? If
I don't know yet. I don't want to. I don't. The thing is, I want to live. I want to live in the moment. I
mm,
want to take everything one step at a time. In 5, 10 years, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Like if you asked me 5, 10 years ago, I wouldn't tell you I'd be here today. So I don't know. We'll see. All I know is I'm training hard.
mm,
I'm putting everything into this. I'm training hard. I have absolutely no support from anybody. Very very little support. The only one that supports me is my family, and
mm,
the rest of everybody else. It's just my family and my coaches.
yeah,
I'm putting everything into this, and I'm sure it's gonna pay off.
yeah. You was at last Olympic Games. So Olympic Games is big. It's huge to be part of it.
Hmm.
Do you have plan to be on some Olympic Games in the future?
So the problem is what I told you before with
Mm,
Cyprus. It's very very hard. There's absolutely no money in the sport. Absolutely none.
yeah.
Like to give you an example, uh, for a year and a half, I was traveling around the world. I was doing competitions all over. I left my university here in Boston. I took a leave.
Mm,
I left my home country. I moved to Israel. I left my studies. I left everything behind, right? And I am the top judo player in Cyprus. I probably did about 30 trips, 30 trips
yeah,
in maybe 1.5 year. Yeah?
yeah,
And out of those 30 trips, the Cyprus Judo Federation didn't pay not even one trip. So I had to pay for 80% of all my travels, my food, my training, my accommodations, everything. The International Judo Federation, the World Judo Federation, who recognized me as a talent from a small country, was helping me with some competitions, maybe 2, 3 competitions every year. Not much, but it was something, and I appreciate it.
mm,
But the rest was all on me. So I don't know if I can do it again. I've brought some of the biggest results for Cyprus,
mm,
and I got absolutely no response. It's just a congrats.
yeah,
Everybody's like happy for you, they're congrats, but when it's actually time to support you, there's nothing.
yeah.
So why would I go back?
I understand.
I
Yeah.
told I spoke with my federation, and I told them, pay me if you want me to be a professional athlete, if you want me to fight for Cyprus like I've been fighting for so many years, and to bring results. If you want me to do this full time and leave my studies, leave my home country, you have to do something for me too, no?
Mm,
It has to be a give and take situation, not just give. So far, I don't know. Let's see now that I put judo to the side. Let's see if somebody else shows up. So far, nobody is doing anything in the senior division in judo from Cyprus. We don't even There's not even people even qualified to participate in competitions that I was fighting at in the Grand Slams and the Grand Prix.
Mm.
So let's see. Let's see if somebody shows up. I don't think anyone will because I don't think many people can leave everything behind and focus on judo like I did. So when they realize that, maybe they'll come back. If not, I'm in a very good place right now. I'm in a very strong gym here in Boston. I'm very happy with how my life is going right now. I'm very excited with striking, and I look forward to competing more in striking and in MMA.
Okay. Andreas, last question. Which message can you
Yep.
send to all people that follow your careers?
All the people that's following what the careers, I didn't hear.
Your career, yeah.
In general or in martial arts?
In martial arts, yeah.
In gen in martial arts, my message is that nothing beats hard work. That's the thing. I know everybody's saying it, but it's true. It's what it is. There's no way around it. If you keep your head down, you keep working hard, it is going to pay off. And I found that the mind, the whole mindset in martial arts is bigger than anything else. You can be as physically fit, as physically ready as you want, but if you don't believe in yourself and you don't have the right mindset, everything goes out the window. I had to learn that the hard way, believe me.
I believe you. I believe you. Andreas, thank you for this interview, and hope that you're
Welcome.
gonna make your MMA debut as soon as possible.
Thank you very much, Satko. I
Yes.
appreciate it, friend. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.